years, SIIB has earned remarkable recognition. We are ranked in the top 40 B schools in India, with strong positions in Business Today, The Week, and NIRF rankings. Our university is recognized with NAC A++ merit. SIIB offers three unique MBA programs: MBA in International Business, MBA in Agribusiness, and MBA in Sustainability Management. Each program is designed to meet the growing global demands of the business. Now I'll walk you through MBA in International Business. Courses offered under MBA International Business include Export-Import Management, Trade Finance, Business Statistics, International Marketing, Global Business, International HR, Supply Chain, and many more. Here are the placement statistics for batch 2023-2025 for MBA IB. The final placement for the highest package stood at 27.6 LPA and the average package stood at 16.2 LPA. For summer internships, highest stipend was 1,65,000 and similarly average stipend was 40,000. Here are our eminent alumni from MBA IB. Some of them are Mr. Ranjit Kombi. He's working as Vice President and HR Head at Reliance Industries. We have Mr. Naveen Chandani, President Issuing Business at PineLab India. Then we have Ms. Rasika Raina, working as Executive Vice President at Mastercard. Some of our prominent recruiters for MBA IB are Accenture, Infosys, Aditya Birla Capital, Asian Paints, Adani, Godrej, ICICI, Marico, Nestle, PwC, Tata, Wipro, TVS, and many more. For the industry academic collaborations, we have tie-up with various institutes for the academic collaborations for summer exchange programs like universities like University of Munich, RUGN University, Lisbon School of Economics and Management, and many more. Similarly, we have industry collaboration tie-ups with SAP University Alliances, eCube, Marketplace Simulations, and many more. The concepts for our college institute includes we focus on practical learning that prepares students for the realities of business. There are case studies, alumni mentorship program, workshops and grooming process, and also we offer value-added courses. We keep our alumni deeply engaged. So events like Anusmriti, imprints, mentorship sessions, alumni are an invaluable part of SIIB ecosystem. They support and guide current students thoroughly. Infrastructure, our campus is a state of art with Wi-Fi enabled classrooms, rich knowledge resource center, IT labs, sports facilities, swimming pool, gym. It's an ecosystem designed to support holistic student development. Committees and club at Symbiosis Institute of International Business. Co-committees at SIIB includes corporate relations cells, which look after the placement activities. We have PR and media responsible for social media presence of SIIB, alumni relations team to stay connected and relevant to the industry, and admissions committee to coordinate the outreach and admission process of the college. Other committees include Shitich, Sports Committee, E-Cell Organization, and many more. Also, we have academic clubs at SIIB, like for international business, we have Globex. For human resources, we have HR Connect. For marketing club, we have Markediction. For agribusiness, we have Agrobiz. For supply chain management, we have Arohan, and so on. Also, you'll get a chance to showcase your talents at SIIB through various cultural clubs like IBs, Drishyam, Ignisense, and many. Events at SIIB is like we host signature events like Agri Summit, Enicon, Ignisense, Anusmriti, and tremendous learning and networking opportunities. Now, moving on to the SNAP exam. SNAP is the national level MBA entrance test conducted by Symbiosis International University and is the only gateway to SIIB Pune. It is held in December in a computer-based mode. The selection process follows SNAP with GPI and leading to admission at SIIB. So let me walk you through the SNAP test structure. There are three sections in the SNAP exam. We have quantitative data and data interpretation for 20 marks. We have English and comprehension for 15 marks. And finally, analytical and logical reasoning for 25 marks. Moving on to the marking scheme of SNAP. For each correct answer, we have plus 1 mark. For each wrong answer, we have minus 0.25 deducted. Maximum marks is 60 marks, and also you'll have 60 minutes to solve them. SNAP strategies is know your exam. Firstly, you should understand the SNAP pattern. You should be thorough with your time management. Practice mocks for speed and accuracy, and obviously revise your concepts. Now, let me walk you through some important SNAP dates. Our SNAP 2025 registration closes on November 2025, and exam dates are as follows: December 6, 2025, December 14, 2025, and December 20th, 2025. Announcement of results will be on January 9, 2026. To support aspirants, we also run Crack It with SIIB. This initiative provides mock tests, preparation tips, alumni interactions, and personalized guidance to help students excel in SNAP. Now, here is the deal. Now, to guide you all more about the SNAP exam, we have a few SNAP toppers of SIIB to share their invaluable insights and guide you through your preparation journey. Let me introduce you to the panel members. We have Ronak Machiwal from MBA International Business Batch, who has done his undergraduation in BCom from University of Rajasthan. Next, we have Ojaswa Kesarwani from MBA IB batch with undergraduation in BTech from Rajkumar Goyal Institute of Technology, Ghaziabad. We have Khushi Agarwal from MBA International batch with undergrad degree in Economics honor from Bhawanipur Education Society College. Now, moving on to the agribusiness batch, we have Swati Shri, who has done her undergraduation in horticulture from YSR Horticulture University. And we have Abhishek KB, who has done his undergraduation in BS Agriculture from Anbil Tharmalingam Agriculture College and Research Institute. And lastly, from MBA Sustainability Management batch, we have Prasham Sheth, who has done his undergraduation in BTech Chemical Engineering from MIT Pune. A very warm welcome to you all.
Thank you, Sona, for having all of us here. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So, to begin with the first question, how did you first come to know about SNAP exam and SIIB? Was it through seniors, coaching institutes, social media, or your own research? Anyone who would like to take it up?
So, yeah, Sana. So, thank you first of all again for the opportunity, for letting us all guide and enlighten the aspirants who are coming in MBA colleges in the future. So about the SNAP examination, I came to know about the SNAP examination through the coaching institutes and also one or two of my seniors who have already passed out from Symbiosis University, done their MBA and doing really great in their careers right now. So they told me and they guided me to give the SNAP examination. And also talking about SIIB. So SIIB, I came to know about through LinkedIn and I talked to one or two the alumnus of the college who told me, guided me about the college and what good things does it have to offer. That is when you come here, you'll able to know properly. That is what I'm doing right.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much, Jasper. Moving on, my next question would be, why did you choose Snap over CAT, SAT, or NMAT? Ronak, if you could please take it up.
Thank you, Sana, for giving me this opportunity. I gave all exams CAT, SAT, and NMAT, but I chose SNAP because SNAP basically is a speed-based aptitude test and which aligned to my strengths and symbiosis and Snap gave me opportunity to study in such a prestigious university, Symbiosis International University. So that's why I choose Snap over CAT, Z, and NMAT.
Yes, exactly, Ronak. I think we all are great. So my next question would be, what was your perception about SNAP before giving it? Do you think it as an easy exam, underrated, or a tricky one? If anyone would like to take it.
So I would like to take this question. So honestly, before giving Snap, my perception was that Snap is not easy, but it's definitely different. Like I was preparing for my CAT exam and I was familiar with all the concepts, and the same concepts were asked in Snap also. So Snap is a speed-based test that does not test you on the knowledge, but how well you manage your time. So by practicing mocks, building your speed, and having a right mindset of choosing the right questions in the at the right time, you can definitely crack this.
Exactly, aspirants, as you can note down, the right mindset is the most important thing to go. Moving on to the next question. My question would be, why did you choose SIIB specifically? Was it the brand, placements, or specialization?
So let me take the privilege to answer this question, Sana, because it was definitely a mix of all these factors for me. But I would not lie, the agribusiness specialization was what made the difference. SIIV is one of the very few P schools in India that offers a well-structured MBA in agribusiness. So, as we know, the agribusiness program includes both general management classes and also courses that are specific to agricultural sectors, such as agriculture supply chains, rural marketing, etc. So I was more interested like how SIB connects agriculture with global business markets. It's not just about the farms or rural markets, it's also about seeing agri as an industry that promotes trade, sustainability, and new ideas. The brand value of symbiosis, the experienced faculty, and also the exposure through live projects and industry interactions made SIB the ideal place for me to pursue this path.
Yeah, thank you so much, Swati. Meanwhile, I'll also be taking up questions from people in the chat box. So we have a Trilok Kumar question as MBA Agribusiness Management course scope, and he is a biotechnology student. So yeah, please.
Can you come again? Once again?
The
Your
Trilok
question
question
was,
was,
what
what
is the
is the
scope
scope
of
of
MBA
MBA
Agribusiness
Agribusiness
Management?
Management?
And
And
he's
he's
from
from
the
the
biotechnology
biotechnology
background.
background.
Yeah, actually, that's completely fine. Doesn't matter what core subject that you have done in your undergraduation. It is what you're going to study in SIIB. Actually, with background in such courses, even you have some open slots to compete with other students. You can definitely go with it. It's not like only the agricultural students should go with agribusiness. Even we have like several diversity of co-students who are studying with us, like engineers and those who did arts, and as well as those who are in other art, horticulture, fishery. Everyone can apply this.
Yes, thank you so much, Abhishek. We have a question from Sushma Shri that is there any sectional cutoff for SNAP? So could you someone please answer the same?
Actually, there are no any sectional cutoff like you have for CAD. Yeah, it's only the like final cutoff that you get in the overall examination, and it varies on different year, like on the basis of the competition as well as on the basis of the toughness. It varies every year, and there are no particular sectional cutoff.
Yeah, thank you so much, Abhishek. So moving on to the next question. What was your overall study strategy for SNAP section-wise approach? Or Jasper, if you could please take it.
Yes, so according to me, the overall strategy for any examination, be it SNAP or CAT or any examination, becomes similar, and it's very much important to understand first of all the syllabus, what all is to be answered to, and what all topics we need to study for the exam. Also, looking at some of the previous year questions might also help. But what I specifically did was I like divided all of the sections into their subparts and tried to study each and every part while managing the time as well as the getting grabbing on the conceptual knowledge to the core of each and every topic, so that it helped me gain good marks not even during my marks but also during the examination, which helped me score well.
And so much, Ojasper. So we have a question from Srujna N that any particular strategy or stats to improve your score in Snap, how do you go about that?
So I would like to answer this question by saying that as I did my coaching for getting into an MBA college, so one of my teachers, so she said a very good line to me, which always strikes my head whenever I want to study hard or do something. What she said was, हमें रोज कुआं खोदना है और रोज पानी पीना है. जिस दिन हम कुआं नहीं खोदेंगे उस दिन हम प्यासे रह जाएंगे. So what she was trying to say, it's all about the consistency. It's all about the discipline and hard work we put in while solving each and every question and put 100% efforts into it.
Thank you, Ojasper. So moving on to the next question. Snap is a speed-based exam. How did you build that speed without losing accuracy? If anyone could take it.
Like I would like to take this question. Uh, Thank you for having me here, and it's really a pleasure to chat my Snap journey with you guys. And for me, speed in Snap came naturally once I got comfortable with the pattern. So the first thing I would suggest everyone to go with is like with the previous year questions, like not because the actual questions repeat, but the patterns and the type of questions mostly do. So that helped me understand what to expect, and with constant practice and time-bound solving, I made sure that I never rushed through questions. So that allowed me to maintain accuracy while gradually building my speed as well. So my main goal was to develop a comfort while answering the question. Once you get stuck with some question and you're not able to proceed with, you're losing your mark as well as your time. So over time, with having some time bound solving the questions, over time I found a balance between accuracy and time awareness. So it would be better for the aspirants to go with the PYQs in initially and set your time limit. Like you will be solving these questions in particular time limit, and by this way you can also improve your accuracy.
Yeah, thank you so much, Abhishek, for your valuable insights. So, moving on to the next question, how many months did you seriously prepare for SNAP? Like, what it actually takes for you to prepare for the SNAP exam? Prasham, if you could take it up, please.
Sure. Thank you. So actually, I started preparing for SNAP around couple of months before the exam. But I'd say the actual phase, matlab, when I started preparing extensively, was around 25 days before the paper. And my strategy was to focus more on mock exams and develop speed and accuracy, as SNAP requires an instinct that you need to solve the easiest questions and leave the time consuming.
I completely agree with you, Prasham. Time management is the real deal. You really need to manage your time well for the SNAP exam. Moving on to the next question. What was your exact time allocation strategy during the exam? Anyone can take this. Okay,
Okay,
I
I
am
would
taking
like to
this
take this
question.
question. Uh, First, time allocation. What one should do is first for focus on verbal section because it comprises of 15 questions and mostly it it consists of grammatical questions. So try to finish it in around 5 to 7 minutes, and then switch it on to logical reasoning section. There are 25 questions in it. Try to go for it and finish them as soon as possible, and maintain accuracy as well, because if you are not going to have accuracy, then you are going to lose marks on the negative marking as well, and then switch for quantitative aptitude section, and then the exam is all finished.
Yeah, right, Rona. Thank you so much. So my next question would be, did you focus on attempting more questions or prioritizing accuracy? What should be the ideal deal? Abhishek, if you please answer that.
Yeah, definitely. I clearly prioritized accuracy. Like Ronak said, the strategy to how to attend the exam, like starting with the verbal section, then to the reasoning and the quants. Actually, it's not just because it is an order. It is actually because of the calculation of time allotment. So when it comes to attending sections, like starting with English will get you like spend only a little bit of time so that you can end up getting extra time for the tougher sections. And the reasoning will be a bit more efforts should be needed to solve those questions. And the quant section is the important one, which will have some tricky questions as well as the time consuming one. So once you got stuck with some questions, don't sit on the questions. Just try to go with the one which you feel easier, because all those 60 questions carries the same one, same marks. So by doing this, you will be able to maximize your accuracy as well as I would say like prefer on giving quality answer rather than going with the quantity, because this will definitely help you maximize your accuracy as well as your score.
Yes, aspirants. So you can practice as much questions as possible with your great accuracy. Moving on to the next question. What mindset separates a 97 plus percentiler from an average aspirant? Now, like, how can you aim to have a great percentile in your SNAP exam?
Okay, so according to me, like having a great percentile, it's not about getting a great percentile unless and until you get the result. So before the result, everybody is like anxious about what is going to happen. It's just about how many questions have you solved in the exam and how it is wrong or right. So what I did about getting into it was I was just like an average student. I just practiced a lot. I divided the time, allocated the time accurately to each and every section, and when you practice a lot, then it all becomes in a flow. It all goes in a flow when during the examination. That is what happened to me. And also the time allocation, the study structure was what I attempted was I divided my day into 3 hours per section and 2 hours for revision. That thing I did at least 6 days a week. That helped me gain that accuracy and time allocation strategy, which got me into this fit and
Yeah, thank you so much, Ujasper, for your tips and tricks. So we have one of the most common questions appearing in the chat box is what is the cutoff percentile for these symbiosis colleges? So if anyone could take this up.
Okay, I would like to answer this question. The cutoff usually varies depending upon the difficulty pattern of the exam and the number of applicants who have applied for the college. So totally depends upon that. Usually it's around 95 percentile for international business.
And for agribusiness, it is around 90 percentile, 85 to 90.
And
So
adding to this, and you can't expect and set up a score and just focus on a particular score and try to get this percentile, because it varies every year. As others said that it varies depending on the difficulty level as well as the competition of aspirants. So try to maximize your score with following a proper strategy. So that would definitely help you at getting up a proper decent percentile.
exactly, Abhishek, agreeing to your point, try to maximize your score because this percentile keeps on varying every year. So you can't be just reliable on one percentile. So yeah, just try to maximize your score. That should be your ideal goal. Moving on to the next question. What was going on in your mind during the last 10 minutes of the exam? How did you tackle that pressure?
So I would like to take this question. So in the last 10 minutes, I believe that it is a make or break. Either you can panic and mess your whole paper, or you can smartly choose those 5 to 6 questions and increase your percentile. So in my first attempt, I did that mistake and I panicked in the last 10 minutes and messed my paper. But in my second slot, I chose those questions. I kept those easy to medium questions for my last 10 minutes. Or I would suggest that do the English part if you are very much comfortable in English. So you can keep that for the last 10 minutes and do that because that requires speed and you have the last 10 minutes to do that.
Thank you so much, Kushi. So as mentioned by her, we also have a provision of 3 slots for SNAP exam in case if you guys are not aware. So SNAP considers one of the best exam scores. So yeah. Moving on to the next question. Should aspirants aim for percentile or raw score? And also this is the most common question from the aspirants right now. So yeah, what should be the basic goal? Score or the percentile?
So yeah, let me answer. I would suggest you to concentrate more on the raw score because the percentile varies every year and it is the only variable that you can directly influence. So the percentile is depending upon the difficulty of the paper and the performance of others. However, you score that will lead you to the percentile what you get. For example, I established a goal of achieving 38 to 40 marks in my mocks as this range will generally in typical it will give you a high percentile for symbiosis universities, and instead of worrying about your percentiles you should focus more on getting a steady score in each mock test and keep that consistency, work better on your accuracy and speed, that and the percentile will naturally come to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Swati, for answering that. So I'll be taking one of the question from Tejas in the chat box. He's asking that is there any kind of preference in the interview for a working professional with diverse work experience or experience of working with government? So if anyone can take this.
There are certain parameters on which the each and every college, like for example, every college judges on the basis of fixed parameters related to work experience, related to gap years, related to what score do you had in your 10th, 12th, and your graduation. So that all matters. But talking about government or non-government section, I would say that it's not necessary, or it doesn't give you an extra leverage if you talk about government or non-governmental section. It's just about the work and the way you present yourself in front of the faculty who is taking your interview during the GDPI. That is all what matters the most.
Yes, exactly, Ojaswa. And also answering your doubt, Ananya Gupta, her question is work experience compulsory for SII? So if anyone can take this.
I would say a no because most of us are freshers again. So
Yeah, exactly. So there is no as such compulsion of having a work experience for entering the college. So moving on to the next question, should can someone get into SIIB at 93 to 95 percentile? So if Prisham, can you take this up?
So the percentile, the cutoff varies every year with the number of applicants. So it's, as Abhishek said, it's better to maximize the score you can get. Speaking about SM or AB courses, I guess you can get into it at 93 to 94 percentile. But yes, do try to maximize the score. As for SM batch, I can say that this year it is opening for arts as well as commerce students. Earlier, it was restricted only to engineering or architecture or environmental background students. So please try to maximize it.
Yeah, also rightly mentioned by Prasham. Now SM is applicable for all, and it's now a diverse. So yeah. Now, moving on to the next question, how are basically SIIB interview? After all the exam, the most uh, tricky thing is how to crack that interview. So, how was your SIIB interview experience? Was it technical, HR, or personality based? Khushi, if you could please answer the same.
Sure, Sana. So my SIIB interview was mostly HR and personality based and not very technical. So like the panelists were very chill and they were like asking about me only. So they were asking me questions like, tell me about yourself, achievements and failures. Then they were asking me about my family business, why I chose international business as my course. So, like, overall, the environment was very calm and it didn't feel like I was giving the interview. Like, it was a conversation between the panelists and me.
Yeah, exactly, Kushi. I think that what matters the most in your interview will be your confidence. So, yeah, moving on to the next question. How do you justify your specialization during the interview? Like, if you want to pursue international business, agribusiness, or sustainability management, how do you come up with that? If anyone can take this up.
I would like to take this. For me, justifying why I wanted to choose sustainability management was related to what I did in my undergraduate. So in interview, I was asked about this question, and to justify it, what I did previously in my capstone project for BTech was I worked for waste recovery and circular design thinking. Applying that, I wanted to integrate sustainability as a stepping stone to profitability. And SIIB is a perfect place if you want to pursue your ideas into sustainability.
Thank you so much for your valuable insight, Prasham. So one of the repetitive question in the chat box is any good sources for mock snap exam. So if you toppers could please tell that from your personal experience.
I think you can refer to any mocks given by various coaching institutes and you can prepare them well. The main
And
thing is
adding,
that the main thing is that to be time bound. That is, you have to finish your 60 questions in 60 minutes only.
like adding to this, like make sure whatever the mock platform that you're choosing, compare it with the PYQs so that the standard of the paper as well as the mock matches so that you'll be able to get the actual exposure.
Yeah, thank you, Abhishek and Ronak, for answering the same. Also, one of the repetitive question in the chat box is cons tip, how to prepare for the cons with accuracy. So if anyone can take this up.
So I would say don't take so much pressure about quants because this is not a cat level exam. It will be a basic level exam. All that snap test is about the speed and your accuracy. So just go with the basics like first level wala sums and you can crack it.
Yeah, exactly, Swati. I think you should practice more and also you should be thorough with your syllabus, like what is the core syllabus, and then you can crack the deal. Moving on to the next question. Has SIIB met your expectation after joining? Like, how is life on campus in reality and how do you feel here? So, yeah, if anyone could take this up.
Okay, I would like to answer this. Yes, SIIB has truly lived up to my expectations and in many ways exceeded my expectations. I came here expecting that there would be only rigorous academics, but I found out that there is holistic learning. The campus life is a very vibrant life, and you are going to learn a lot from your peers as well while doing your group assignments. So that's why I would say that SIAB has met up my expectations after joining.
Exactly, Ronak. I think SIIB has met everyone's expectations after joining. So one of the questions from OV Kumar in the chat box is how much attempt should one take? And the score of first attempt is important, is it? So if anyone could take this up.
So the total number of attempts which a person should take should be maximum possible. I would say that accuracy matters, but you should not jeopardize accuracy on the garb of attempting maximum questions. That won't work. But an ideal number of attempts would be 45 or more than 45. So you should prepare accordingly because if you have time and if you have a month and a half, what I think we have right now. So you can prepare to attempt at least 45 plus questions. And if that threshold crosses, then you can go for 60 out of 60. That way you can maximize your score as well.
And also answering to your question, it's not like that the at first attempt score is mandatory, OB. It's like STAP consider best out of the three. So if you want to not risk it, you can go maybe for all the three attempts of the SNAP exam. Moving on to the next question. Is the international exposure, industry connect, and placement really worth the hype? So, Ojasva, if you could answer the same.
Oh yeah, definitely the international exposure here at SIIB is extremely great. For example, the different collaborations with colleges internationally, SIIB has it, and those colleges will give you a immense international exposure related to what experiences and what things happen outside India and to in the developed countries per se, and you will get that exposure, which will help you again during your placements as well as if you even plan to start with your ventures after MBA. That will also help you a lot. And also the industrial connects are there are ample of opportunities related to industry exposure as well. For example, the ABSM and the IB of our college have went to different industrial visits, and also the field visits were very much beneficial and were eye-opening to us as we have been students since our whole life now, and but now this industry exposure has gained us a lot.
Thank you so much, Ojasva, for answering it. We have a question in the chat box from Sujana. How many rounds of interviews are there for Symbiosis and tips to prepare for the interview? And also anything we can do to build our profile. So if anyone could answer the same.
I'd like to take this. Uh, for after the SNAP process, there is a GEPI process where you will have to take part in a group discussion, and then you'll have to participate in an interview. And that is the process. So the number of interview would be one.
Thank you, Prasham. Moving on to the next question. One honest advice for serious SNAP and SIIB aspirants. How to crack the deal.
Uh, like for SNAP, if you are preparing, just try to remain calm and try to think as quickly as possible. And for SIIB, for clearing the interview, try to think globally, act responsibly, and you will be like judge on your personality more than on your knowledge. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Prasham. So we have a question from Reet Brata. How to keep your mind calm and composed just before the exam? Because I always end up taking unnecessary pressure. So yeah, how to deal with that pressure?
Okay, I would like to answer this. Reach the examination hall early and just try to meditate for 5 to 10 minutes, and you will just be calm and composed during your exam.
Thank you, Ronak, for answering the same. So as we are running short of time, so we'll be winding up now. Thank you everyone for being such a great audience, and thank you to all the Snap toppers for providing such an insightful session and guiding the aspirants.
Excuse
So
me.
yeah,
Ojesu, can I talk to you?
Asa, could you please write your question in the
Yeah,
chat
I
box?
actually wrote it, but there are so many chats. So my question to Ojesu was, like, he scored very nice percentile. So why did he aim for like SIBM Pune or other colleges?
Hello, thank you so much for the question. So I aimed for other colleges, but SIIB I found it the best because I wanted to pursue international business, and for that, Symbiosis Institute of International Business was the best fit for me, and that is why I came here.
Thank you so much.
So for more queries and detail to be answered, you can join this question answer session on WhatsApp and Telegram channel. So here we'll try to answer all your doubts and queries. So that's it from our side. Thank you for being such a great audience and hope to see you perform well in your SNAP exams. And yeah, all the best for your journey ahead. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
And yeah, thank you all the SIIB toppers for such an insightful session. Thank you, everyone.
Hi, Sana. This is Srijana. I just had a small question about the WhatsApp groups or the Telegram groups you were mentioning. Where would we get
Yeah,
the link?
I just showed that session scanner, right? Just a
Could you show
second.
it
I'm just
again,
going.
please?
Yeah, you guys can scan this Telegram and WhatsApp channel, and you can stay tuned for any of the updates from us. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
Sana,
So
Yes, Sana.
Abhishek sir, are you Tamil by any chance?
Yeah, I'm actually.
Hello,
Great
Sana.
to see a Tamil guy.
yes,
Like you guys, everyone can feel free to post your questions in this, and we'll definitely look forward and helping you in whatever it.
yes, yes, guys.
Abhishek,
Any questions ahead,
Abhishek,
please
what?
post it in the WhatsApp channel or Telegram channel. We'll try our best to answer it over there. So yeah, we are winding up right now. So thank you so much, everyone. And you can post your queries on the WhatsApp and Telegram channel and feel free to reach out. Thank you so much.
Please share the link of WhatsApp group, Sana.